What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video. And this is the wrestling news for you all today on January 29th, 2024. And we're going to be talking about what exactly is going on in the world of professional wrestling with the wildest and intriguing news stories and rumors that you Assassinators need to know from the Fightful Select article, including Triple H to be inducted into the 2025 WWE Hall of Fame class, PCO on his future saying he have two big dreams that he haven't accomplished. They're not easy ones. And Deanna Perrazzo on not appearing on AEW Dynamite often and even stating it's a waiting game. Don't count her out. And Solo Sikoa on the bloodline, no matter who's the next comer, they're just going to be elevate to the top. And then it says right here, and The Rock says there's a balancing act in creative with The Rock due to his various roles. And Tony Schiavone mentions that Mariah May and Tony Storm confrontation is one of the best segments AEW has ever done, which who could argue with him on that and much more. We got Triple H news now as he into a WWE Hall of Fame clash of 2025, and the WWE head creative is said to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame this year. According to BW Insider, first reported the news, which has since been confirmed by Fightful Select. And it says right here that Stephanie McMahon, it says right here, Stephanie McMahon, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker surprised Triple H, also known as by his real name, Paul Levesque. Triple H was reportedly caught off guard by the moment, and WWE has not officially announced the news. Triple H is currently the chief content officer of WWE and still makes appearances on TV, often welcoming fans to major events. He officially retired from in-ring competition in 2022 after undergoing cardiac surgery. In September 2021, he last wrestled in 2019. Triple H is a 14-time WWE World Champion and 5-time WWE Intercontinental Champion and a 2-time Tag Team Champion. He has won the Royal Rumble and headlined WrestleMania 7 times. The WWE Hall of Fame ceremony have traditionally taken place during WrestleMania weekend. But what are your thoughts on the surprise? And do you think this is an accurate announcement that we will be seeing Triple H be inducted into the Hall of Fame the night before WrestleMania weekend? Or what are your thoughts on this? And if so, I want to give a humongous congratulations to the cerebral assassin and now current WWE head writer. And I think this would be a perfect honor, to mention anything about his legacy in his time in WWE. Like with him winning one of his championship, winning Royal Rumble, being in factions, being in headlining WrestleMania main event matches with the likes of, I'll say, like with the likes of, I'll say, Randy Orton and John Cena and The Undertaker and what's the other one, Chris Jericho and even Roman Reigns, like and so many more. This will be a perfect. This will be a perfect. What they call it? Was that a perfect catalyst? If I'm being completely honest, like for him to get such an honor, like in considering he's the head booker and he's no longer an in-ring active competitor, this could be a perfect, I'll say, centerpiece of his career in wrestling in general. But yeah, and also him being like a father figure with plenty of the younger guys from NXT, like from over the decades, like that some that's probably either still in NXT or or they uh, or they still on the main roster, and if they are, they've probably been like for been so for the past decade or like they move over to other companies, like move on to wrestle for other companies, which probably likely is AEW. So yeah, but like with the likes of Adam Cole and who was the other guy? Like yeah, like the likes of Adam with the likes of Adam Cole and who was the other guy that, that's still on the AEW roster? I'm trying to think. Yeah, but there's some that came back with the likes of Andrade and who else? They came back like with Andrade and who's the other wrestler that came back thanks to Triple H being in charge. I'm trying to remember, yeah, trying to remember particularly, but there's so many names that you can put out there that was yeah pretty much a fodder figure. I mean that Triple H is a fodder figure, like in their time as the new guys in the developmental system. So uh, that's another that's another accolade alone. Yeah, that's another accolade of their own, and then and some plenty other stuff that's uh that's that's probably something that Triple H could be proud of his time in in his 30 year or over the 30 years of being a in ring grappler. Well, probably the ones they probably really want to talk about probably been 30 years, like which was back all the way back from 1995 when he debuted in WWE. But yeah, again, big congrats to the Cerebral Assassin. If this is 100% completely accurate in a way, I want to give that out there. But and wish him a very a very wonderful induction, and I'll say a very I'll say phenomenally I'll say phenomenally and radically a ceremony. I should refer it as. But let's move on to the next slide. But next up, we got some PCO news on his future and says, I have two big dreams that I haven't accomplished. Like, they're not easy ones. PCO comments on his future. PCO is now a free agent as of he left TNA, as reported by Fightful Select. Like his his contract expired like at the end of 2024. Like he was set to finish up at the at the company's San Antonio tapings, like but these like plans were nixed, like as PCO cut a heated promo on the Nashville-based company at the People versus GCW, like cut a heated promo like on TNA and the People versus GCW like cut a heated promo like on TNA or cut a heated what I'm talking about, like went in smashing his TNA digital media championship right onto the mat while speaking with Fightful's Sean Ross Sapp. PCO was asked like to continue to comment like on how he like speaking on the Fightful Select Sean Ross Sapp, PCO was asked to comment on how he was feeling like about his future following his TNA exit. He immediately replied and commented, I'm leaving Friday like for Dublin. Like I have Mel Melbourne. Like I have tons of bookings. Like my main thing. Like won't I won't mention it. Like but I have two big dreams like that I haven't accomplished. Like only two. Like I'm going for it. Excuse me. Like, mm, like when asked whether he could share, PCO replied by saying that he would not, uh, he will not. Like he stated that when you put goals like out in the public, you often risk receiving negative, negatively. Like PCO, like teased like that his goals like were not easy like as they were big ones and he added, no, I feel when you throw it out there you can have negative or negativity or people saying things like I'd rather keep my energy like for myself, like they are not easy ones, like they are big ones. Like that that's a story. Like PC that story during the TNA. Like PCO discussed his exit like from TNA. Like check out you can check out the comments right here down below, which we're gonna get into right now, of course. But what are your thoughts on What's your thoughts on What's your thoughts on PCO's comments about how's it like being out of TNA and there's comments about him heading over to Dublin, Ireland, like very soon. And what do you think was next for the former TNA star? And do you think that any other major promotions in his future, or hmm, But okay, let's move on to the next slide. Sorry, it took so long. Having some issues right here. Okay, we got more news to talk about with PCO opens up a piece about cutting a promo on TNA and smashing the Digital Media Championship at the People vs. GCW event in January 19th, which was almost a couple weeks ago. Fightful Select reported that PCO's TNA contract expired like at the end of 2024, and he was set to finish up like at the company's tapings in San Antonio, but it ends up being nixed. But PCO want to offer some insight into his actions, like in the post on his X right here. And it says right here, and it says right here, like in an interview with Fightful Select, Sarwa Sapp, like he also added this in that same interview. Of course, I'm very upset at TNA's new management, but I have to take full responsibility, like because I should have been like the red flag before, and I should have asked to get off my contract and ask for my release. I feel like I was in my comfort zone like a little bit because this TNA roster is the best dressing room like I was part of, like no backstabbing, like no crazy pranks, like such as nice locker room. The production team, like their production is skating like on the on thin ice. Like they they do some miracles like with like I like them like I have a lot like creative wise like the creative team I got along good with like everybody in 2024. Like I had like the most wins, like and I mean on move, I mean, and on the pay-per-views with Jordan Grace, like in like in moves with 9 wins, like that. That sounds crazy. Like thinking that now I'm talking to you without a contract with TNA. Like that's out of the ordinary. PCO then highlighted TNA Slammiversary 2024 as he recalled his actions like at the People vs. GCW event, stated that he sold out like the biggest house that TNA had in the past several years. Like PCO also noted that he won't counting TNA Genesis 2025 due to the partnership with WWE. But anyways, he he added, I got back to Slammiversary because I try I was trying to cut a promo after I smashed the belt like with the sledgehammer, like, and they were trying to take the mic, take them away from me. They take the mic away from me. I said I sold out the biggest house in TNA history. I want to say, like in Anthem history, since Hulk Hogan in 2012, like that was the biggest house. Like now, like if you if you say like TNA, like TNA like has their biggest house in Dallas, like which I don't like think it was. It's big, announced like as a a partnership like with WWE. So from now like on all the house that grow like bigger, it's WWE. It's not TNA anymore. Like it's been announced like they have a big for 3 years. PCO continued like by explaining was how he was with fighting with TNA's like new, new management. Like one thought like they could like have potentially drawn like 4,000 fans like for TNA Slammiversary. He claimed that management management would come like up with excuses. PCO said like that he pro- he promised like them like that the show would be a sellout, like, but they continue to disagree about the situation. And he continued, I I go back to Slammiversary, and every day I'm fighting with the new management, like about going from 2,000 people to 4,000 people. I cannot understand like the building costs, like the same, the security, like like the was it like the same, like the talent, like flights, hospital, like flights, hospital, you can only increase your the revenue. Like, why aren't we like going to 4,000 in question? Like, they won't. They would come up with all kinds flattens about like usually like this usually that when like wrestlers like promise like a sell out like they always do but they don't. I mean, but they never do. Like, they always like promise, but never come across like with the results. Like before Slammiversary, when when uh, when booked like the arena like date, like I was in the in the office, like, and I promised then I shook their hands and gave them my word that it was going to be a sellout. After the first day, like, tickets were on sale. Like, we had over 800 tickets sold. Like I said, we'll see how it keeps going. Like, it kept kept going, like when the timing was right. But the timing was right. I failed to say that we are going 4,000 people in a full arena. Like, now we are worrying about Sunday. Like, is what if Sunday? Like, we have nobody in question. I to had to fight for Sunday, like on top of selling out Saturday. Like, it was always a always a fight. We are going to we're going to open by the time you open up.